Squadra di Koeman, solito 4-3-3 che poi è un 4-2-1-3 con Reinders tre quarti. Questa invece è l'Algeria, 4-3-3 per Vladimir Petkovic con Zidane in porta, figlio da giocatore della Roma dopo lo straordinario Inter. Per il movimento di Tijani Reinders, pallone a cercare Malen, il controllo, Malen! Il palo dice di no l'attaccante della Roma. Sono bastati due passaggi in verticale, quello di Faneke per Reinders, ma il tocco per Bentaleb, lui che cerca il cross, pallone allontanato poi riproposto in mezzo di Zerrouki, il cross anticipato Van Dijk da Ait Nouri, Mahrez le finte. Mahrez cerca il cross sporcato, ancora Algeria, l'aiuto, ha un po' di spazio e sale Van de Ven, fallo abbastanza netto di Bentaleb. Prova a prendere velocità Gakpo, accelera Gakpo, va sino in fondo, ingresso in aria, poi si trascina il pallone oltre la linea e allora sarà rimessa dal fondo. Non c'è spazio per le perdite di tempo, vengono già il tiro, poi non se la sente, allora cambia idea e riapre Van de Ven, il cross, presi in controtempo sia Gakpo che Malen. Van de Ven sul fondo, cerca il cross arretrato, deviazione non calcio d'angolo perché la palla era uscita sul cross e allora semplice rimessa dal fondo. Palla in verticale, Malen anticipato a Zidane, ma era partito anche in questo caso, cerca di fare tutto da solo, perde il possesso, recupera però immediatamente l'Algeria con Zerrouki, ma irregolare la posizione di Ghiri. Gravenberch, centrale. Gravenberch subito in verticale, Summerville attacca l'area dal vertice, dentro Malen, errore clamoroso di Daniel Malen che è arrivato forse con il pallone leggermente arretrato e non è riuscito a calciare bene. Pallone a cercare l'inserimento di Van Dijk, se l'ha ritrovato, Olanda che attacca in contropiede 2 contro 2, Gakpo centrale, Gakpo cerca di piazzarla ma Zidane gli dice di no. Primo calcio d'angolo del match per la squadra di il cross sul secondo palo, War anticipato, credo abbia preso colpo in testa Summerville, anzi Reinders, e va da Amura, intervento a rallentare quantomeno di Fan, ancora a destra uscire di Reinders, pallone questa volta a cercare l'inserimento di Van de Ven, pallone Summerville, il tocco per Reinders dentro, il pallone calciato invece direttamente in porta, invece che l'assist per Gakpo, ha provato la gloria personale Reinders. Zidane in corner. Filtrante, intervento decisivo di Van de Ven e sbaglia un gol praticamente già fatto a Mura, era tutto regolare. Qui la palla rubata, calcio d'angolo sul secondo palo, allontana Reinders, Bentaleb, sinistro al volo, gran conclusione di Nabil Bentaleb, palla centrale, nessun problema per Verbruggen, gran coordinazione. Van Dijk, bella palla per Van de Ven, non altrettanto il controllo ma poi la difende con il fisico lo difende anche. Vediamo che si inventa un cross che viene deviato e quindi no. Zidane, Bentaleb, erroraccio, Somerville, Perdole, Malen. Reinders a cercare la testa di Faneka anticipato. Pasticcio di Reinders, palla persa e poi fallo. Testa di Van de Ven. De Jong prova il colpo di tacco, l'ultimo tocco di Abada, no. Lancio verso Abada che non colpisce bene. Van de Ven, cross basso, chiude la difesa algerina, torna da De Jong, vede l'inserimento di Wiffer, non lo serve bene, la palla rimane nel cuore dell'aria, allontanato. Ancora palla per Van de Ven, grande aggancio, il cross, Zidane. Van de Ven prova a infilarsi tra tre avversari, Zerouki, sale Faneke, Wiffer, il cross per Malen, non riesce a calciare in caduta. Van de Ven, Gravenberg, palla leggermente lunga, De Jong dentro, Malen, il controllo, spalla alla porta, Malen deve girarsi, non riesce a trovare un varco. E con soltanto qualche secondo di recupero l'arbitro Semier manda le squadre a riposo, primo tempo faticoso perché sistema l'Olanda. Dana Reinders, che tanto al tiro deviato, iniziativa Zerouki, perché parte il cross, ancora l'Algeria, pallone dentro, la gran chiusura di Faneke. Che è rimasto giù. Colpo di tacco e poi la conclusione di Gakpo deviata in calcio d'angolo, il quarto corner per gli Orange. Depay, cross arretrato, Reinders con il sinistro potente ma non preciso. Malen attacca l'area, Malen cerca di piazzarla sul palo lontano con Gakpo completamente libero dall'altra parte. Agi Moussa, punta che va dentro, intervento ancora splendido di Faneke, bello da vedere ma soprattutto molto efficace. Kluivert, morbido il cross, la testa di Bentaleb, poi quella di Chaibi ad allontanare. Belaid, con De Jong, Gakpo, zona tiro, Gakpo, deviazione calcio d'angolo, giocatore dell'Hellas, colpo di tacco, capito in ritardo da Belgali, Gakpo dietro, ruttato, Malen anticipato all'ottima diagonale di Hasham che poi sbaglia l'uscita. Gakpo, a rimorchio c'è Reinders, Gakpo va in porta direttamente, Belaid invece da Reinders, De Jong, Malen, Reinders tutto nello stretto, Kluivert, il tiro di Kluivert, ancora Zidane, Gakpo, a rimorchio c'è Reinders, Gakpo va in porta direttamente, Belaid in calcio, troppo lungo per tutti questo calcio d'angolo, il comando non vuole rinunciare a lui, Malen si appoggia di testa sperando, tratta bene il pallone Kluivert, lo tiene attaccato al piede, Malen, Kluivert, la punta del piede ha cercato la soluzione da calcio a 5 senza trovare la porta. Di Zidane, lungo per Belgali, Ato, Gakpo, fermato, senza bene al limite Justin Kluivert, e poi con il sinistro, addosso a Belaid, Fanè che la rivuole e la riottiene, il cross sporcato, Belaid, l'Arsenal lo salva. Poi Shaibi cerca il giro sul palo lontano, colpisce male, la palla si impenna e finisce in curva. Avanza Timber, 2-3 l'Algeria giù. Depay fermato, Bulbina chiede l'1-2, non ottiene, carica il sinistro. Ibrahim Masa da sbattere, che fermato, non è arretrato troppo, e poi tiro parato da Zidane, Depay ha provato a segnare il 56esimo gol in nazionale, ingresso in aria, carica il sinistro, Haji Moussa, Olanda 0, Algeria 1, un gol bellissimo, sblocca il match a 4 dal 90esimo, Anis, Haji Moussa, il primo gol con la nazionale algerina per il talento del Feyenoord nel suo stadio, fa un gran gol e porta avanti l'Algeria. Finte fino in fondo, Haji Moussa ha cercato addirittura il colpo di tacco, Benboali la corsia, poi frena, calibra il cross, anticipato Weghorst, al limite il tiro di A, grande azione di Belgali e poi apre Chaibi, Belgali non tione, Chaibi sul secondo palo, l'anticipo di Ato, Timber. L'arbitro dice che basta così, Haji Moussa bacia il terreno del De Kuip, prega sul terreno del De Kuip e lui è il match winner a Rotterdam. Algeria batte Olanda 1-0. Decisivo il gol di Haji Moussa, il primo in nazionale.
Unethical ways to make money. Part 1. Walmart has a secret. Customers send millions of products back every single day. Walmart doesn't want to process them back into the warehouse. Too expensive, too much work. So they liquidate everything by the pallet. Pallet full of electronics with an original value of $5,000 and you pay around $300. You don't know exactly what's inside, but that doesn't matter. Headphones, tablets, kitchen appliances. Everything is originally packaged. Maybe the color was wrong. Maybe someone just opened it once and sent it back. Around 90% works perfectly now. You list everything individually on eBay, Facebook Marketplace. Offer up. You buy one pair of headphones for $5 and sell it for $35. You buy one. Tablet for $20 and sell it for $150. One pallet per week. $300 and $2,000 to $3,000 out. Scale it by reinvesting and choosing better categories each time. You're not guessing anymore. You're learning the pattern of profit. You sell things Walmart doesn't want anymore to people who pay full price because they don't know where it comes from. To them, it's brand new. To you, it's margin. Same product, different story. You're not selling items. Unethical ways to make money, part 2. Go to your brokerage app right now and buy one share of Realty Income. That sounds ridiculously simple, but most people completely ignore opportunities like this. The second you own a share, you become a partial owner of a company that collects rent from thousands of commercial properties across the country. Those properties generate cash every day, and a portion of that cash is sent directly to shareholders. In other words, you can start receiving money without working extra hours, driving for deliveries, or starting a side hustle. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Turn on automatic dividend reinvestment. Instead of withdrawing the payments, use them to buy more more shares automatically. More shares create larger monthly payments. Larger payments buy even more shares. The process keeps repeating itself month after month. You are basically building a machine designed to grow on its own. This is how many wealthy investors create long-term passive income streams. There is a guy in Ohio whose portfolio reportedly sends him around $6,000 every single month. He did not create a viral product. He did not become famous online. He simply started buying income-producing assets early and never stopped reinvesting. Most people spend their money on things that lose value the moment they buy them. A small percentage buy assets that keep paying them back year after year. The rich don't just earn money. They own things that earn money for them. You are not an investor. You are a silent owner. Follow now. Unethical but legal ways to make money? Part 4. Step 1. Every year the IRS seizes real estate from owners who failed to pay federal taxes. These properties are then listed for public sale at a fraction of market value. The IRS does not want to manage real estate. They want to liquidate fast. That urgency is your advantage. Step 2. Go to IRS Real. Estate.com and Treasury.gov/auctions. Both platforms list every active federal property seizure available for public bid. Filter by state and property type. Residential properties in suburban areas move fastest and carry the highest resale margins. Step 3. Most IRS seized properties sell between 30 and 50% below current market value. The title comes clean. All back taxes are wiped. At the point of federal sale, you are not inheriting the previous owner's debt. You are buying a clean asset at a distressed price. Step 4. Hold for 6 months and sell at full market rate or rent immediately. Cash flow starts day 1. The federal government runs these auctions continuously. Most buyers at these sales are institutional investors. They show up because the margins are real. Now you know where they go. Follow System Cracker. Unethical but legal way to make money. Part 5. Nobody told you retail stores throw away millions daily. Every single day, Amazon, Walmart, and Target receive millions of returned products. Opened boxes, slightly damaged packaging, items customers change their minds about. These companies cannot restock them. Warehouse space runs out fast. So they bundle everything onto pallets and sell them for almost nothing to get rid of them. Here's what nobody tells you. Liquidation marketplaces like Bulk, Direct Liquidation, and Blue Lots list these pallets publicly every single day. A pallet containing $500 worth of electronics sells for $50. A pallet of kitchen appliances worth $800 sells for $75. The original retail value stays attached. The liquidation price is pennies. You buy one pallet. You sort everything inside your garage. You photograph each item. You list individually on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, and eBay. Buyers come to you. You never leave home. One pallet per weekend generates consistent monthly income. 2 pallets flipped correctly can replace a full salary. No warehouse needed, no employees, no special license. The inventory is sitting in a liquidation facility right now waiting for someone exactly like you to claim it. Would you spend $50 to make $2,000 this weekend? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Unethical but legal ways to make money? Part 6. Go to Treasury. Direct Gov right now and click Treasury Hunt. Type in your name, your parents' names, and your grandparents. There is a real chance that somewhere in that federal database, there is a matured uncashed savings bond with your family name on it, just collecting dust. In the 80s, older generations bought these paper bonds as safety nets, then completely forgot they existed or passed away without saying a word. Right now, the government is sitting on over $30 billion in matured bonds. They are literally holding your family's generational wealth hostage. Every day that money sits there. It's an interest-free loan they are using to fund their own agenda. Some people find $400, some people find $35,000. One guy uncovered over $120,000 from a distant relative he barely even knew. You don't need a lawyer. You don't need to pay anyone a single dollar. Just fill out a quick online form, verify your identity, and wait for the check. The government was never going to remind you. That was never part of the plan. They rely on your ignorance to keep their spreadsheets balanced. Claim what's yours before they absorb it permanently. Have you ever searched your family name on treasurydirect.gov? Drop yes or no right now. Your grandparents may have left you something the government never planned to return. Follow System Cracker. Unethical but legal way to make money. Part 7. Your electricity bill has a secret line item. Most people never see it. Every utility company in America is legally required to offer low-income assistance programs. But here's the part they hide. You do not have to be low income to qualify for every program. There are separate efficiency rebate programs, weatherization grants, appliance replacement credits, all publicly available, all completely free money sitting unclaimed every single billing cycle. Call your utility company right now. Ask specifically for their rebate and assistance program list, not their website, their actual internal program list. Most people on that call get between $200 and $800 credited directly to their account same day. Your bill was never supposed to be that high. Have you ever called your utility company and asked for their full program list? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Unethical ways to make money. Part 43. First, understand that homeowners associations in America are vicious. They can legally foreclose on a $500,000 suburban home over a $2,000 unpaid landscaping fine, kicking the family onto the street. When the HOA sells that house at a public auction to clear their tiny tiny debt. Every single dollar of profit above that fine legally belongs to the evicted owner. But the HOA will never send them a check. They bury the cash in local escrow accounts, waiting for it to expire so the state can absorb it. Here is where it gets dark. You use an AI scraper to track county HOA foreclosure results and pull the official equity surplus lists. You track down the evicted families, who are usually traumatized, broke, and completely clueless that they are legally owed a massive fortune. You swoop in as a private recovery agent offering to extract their frozen equity for a steepy 40% contingency fee. They sign, your AI submits the claim form, and you pocket over $100,000 from a single contract. You're weaponizing HOA cruelty to fund your own empire. Most of you would rather argue with your neighbors for free. Stay broke. Did you know evicted homeowners are legally owed their equity back after an HOA foreclosure sale? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Unethical but legal ways to make money. Part 8. Go to usaspending.gov, which is a federal database that publishes every single government contract awarded in real time. Filter by small and mid-cap companies that most investors have never heard of, and set up alerts for the moment they receive a major contract award. The moment a small defense company, a medical supplier, or a technology contractor wins a $50 million government deal, that information is technically public, but almost nobody is watching that database in real time. You are. And you buy shares before the press release hits the financial news cycle. By the time Bloomberg picks it up and retail investors react, you are already holding a position that is about to jump. This is not insider trading. You have no relationship with the company. You used zero non-public information. Every single data point came from a government website that anyone can access. You just understood that public information and real-time information are two completely different things. Wall Street firms pay millions for automated data feeds that do exactly this. Hedge funds have entire teams watching these databases around the clock. You just got the same edge for free with a browser tab. Have you ever checked usaspending.gov before buying a single stock? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Unethical but legal ways to make money. Part 9. Watch closely. This is where everything changes. Most people try to prove their value. That's why they lose. Step 1. Stop trying to convince anyone. Desperation lowers perceived value instantly. Step 2. Reduce your reactions. Calm behavior. Signals control. Control signals power. Step 3. Create uncertainty. When people can't fully figure you out, their brain assigns you higher status automatically. Humans respect what feels rare and in control. The moment you stop chasing attention, attention starts chasing you. Have you ever noticed how the least desperate person in the room always gets the most respect? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Unethical but legal ways to make money. Part 11. Step 1. The federal government has been quietly buying land across America for decades. Every time a major infrastructure project gets approved, the surrounding land doubles in value overnight. The expansion plans are published years in advance. Almost nobody reads them. Step 2. Go to transportation. Gov and search for approved infrastructure corridors in your state. Cross-reference those corridors against current land listings on LandWatch, Common Lands of America. Find parcels sitting directly in the path of approved development. Agricultural and rural land near approved corridors. Trades at a fraction of its post-announcement value. Step 3. Purchase before the public announcement. The announcement is the event. Once it goes public, the price adjusts immediately. Your window is the silence before that moment. Step 4. Land purchased in approved infrastructure. Corridors has averaged 240% appreciation within 3 years of announcement. The documents are filed publicly, the corridors are mapped. The land is still available right now, you just have to read what everyone else ignores. Did you know the government publishes exactly where infrastructure is being built years before construction begins? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. If you're tired at work, set up a ladder and take a nap at its base. If you get caught, you can say you fell off the ladder and lost consciousness. Unethical but legal ways to make money. Part 12. Step 1. Every American with a mortgage is paying for private mortgage insurance they may no longer legally owe. PMI is automatically added when your down payment is under 20%. Lenders are required by federal law to cancel it automatically when your equity reaches 22%. Most never do. They keep charging until you catch it. Step 2. Log into your mortgage account and pull your current loan balance. Go to Zillow.com and check your home's current estimated value. Divide your loan balance by the home value. If the result is below 80%, your PMI should already be canceled. Call your lender today and demand immediate cancellation in writing. Step 3. Request a full refund of every PMI payment made after your equity crossed 20%. Under the Homeowners Protection Act, your lender is legally required to refund unauthorized PMI charges. If they refuse, file a complaint with the consumer. Financial Protection Bureau at Consumer. Finance.gov. Step 4. The average American homeowner overpays PMI for 14 months past the cancellation. Threshold at $50 per month. That is over $2,000 taken illegally. Your lender knew your equity crossed the threshold. They charged you anyway. Call today. Have you ever checked if your PMI should have already been canceled? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Unethical but legal ways to make money. Part 45. First hit the National Do Not Call Registry. This isn't for peace, it's a legal trap. After 30 days, every unsolicited call is a $500 TCO. PA violation. If they ring twice, it's willful and the fine triples to 15 per call. Now you aren't a victim, you're a professional bather. When a robocaller rings, don't hang up. Act interested and get their website or callback number. You need to identify the corporation behind the bot. Build a case file, not a solar dealer lead. Next, send a formal notice of intent to sue via certified mail. Cite the TCPA violations and list every timestamp they hit your phone. A mid-sized insurance or solar company isn't going to hire a corporate lawyer at $500 an hour to fight a $10,000 claim in small claims court. They'll offer you a settlement check just to delete your number. Finally, collect your annoyance tax. You just turned 10 minutes of spam into a 5-figure windfall. You aren't being harassed. You're being paid to wait for the phone to ring. You're taxing their inability to follow federal law. Stop blocking the calls and start cashing the checks. Have you been blocking spam calls this entire time instead of answering them? Strategically, drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Unethical but legal ways to make money. Part 13, Step 1, Scout. Long-term airport parking for dust-covered luxury cars. Look for Porsches and G-Wagons abandoned during messy divorces or overseas moves. The owner forgot the asset, but the storage debt is growing every day, just waiting for a new owner to claim it. Step 2, register an automotive recovery. LLC issue a mechanic's lien against the vehicle for maintenance and storage. Fees you're legally claiming they owe you thousands for preserving the car. Send a formal notice to their last known address, knowing they'll never reply. Step 3 here is where it gets dark. Most of these owners will never see your notice. After 30 days of unpaid debt, the law allows you to file for a lien sale. With the DMV, you aren't stealing the car, you're legally foreclosing on it. To satisfy a debt you created for a $200 filing fee, the state hands you a clean legal title to a $100,000 asset. You aren't a thief, you're a legal scavenger. Flip it for pure profit, you didn't. Break a window, you used a legal loophole to become the owner of their negligence. Most of you are too scared to take what's abandoned right in front of you. Stay broke? Have you ever noticed a dust-covered luxury car sitting in long-term airport parking for months? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Unethical but legal ways to make money. Part 46, Step 1. Every church in America that closes sells its property at a fraction of market value. Over 6,000 churches close permanently every single year in the United States. Congregation is gone, the leadership is dissolved. The board just wants the building sold. They are not developers, they are not investors. They just need it gone. Step 2, go to your county assessor website and search for properties with a religious exemption that have filed for exemption removal in the last 12 months. Exemption removal signals the property is leaving church ownership. Cross-reference the address against current zoning maps. Church buildings sit on large lots in residential neighborhoods. Zoning typically allows conversion to multifamily daycare or community use. Step 3. Contact the closing congregation's board of directors directly. Most closing churches have no real estate representation. You are often the first serious buyer they have spoken to. Step 4. Closed church properties sell at an average of 30% below comparable commercial land value. The lots are large, the locations are central, the sellers are motivated. 6,000 close every year. The exemption removals are public record. Most investors never look at religious property data. Did you know over 6,000 churches close permanently every single year and most sell at a steep discount? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Unethical but legal ways to make money. Part 14. First, realize that millions of Americans who bought a home using an FHA loan are legally owed a massive cash refund from the government. When you pay off an FHA mortgage early or refinance it, you are entitled to a premium refund on your upfront mortgage insurance. The Department of Housing and Urban Development will never actively look for you to hand over the cash. Instead, they bury these millions in an obscure database on HUD.gov called DOUS, HUDOUA refund, waiting for homeowners to forget about it entirely so the state can absorb it. Here is where it gets dark. Use a basic AI scraper to pull names from the HUD database with unclaimed refunds over $3,000 and track down those homeowners using public records. Contact them as a housing refund specialist offering to unlock their frozen federal assets in exchange for a heavy 35% contingency fee. They sign the agreement, your AI autofills the HUD application, and you pocket over $1,000 per client for a few minutes of typing. Most of you would rather keep paying rent forever. Did you know millions of FHA homeowners are legally owed a cash refund the government will never call them about? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Unethical but legal ways to make money. Part 15. Go to high-end digital freight boards like Central. Dispatch and filter strictly for enclosed luxury vehicle transports. Look for wealthy, private individuals or exotic dealerships desperate to ship a supercar across the country in less than 48 hours. They easily list these premium loads with massive payouts of $3,000 to $5,000 cash just for a single trip. Accept the job instantly to lock down the contract and legally claim the rights to transport that specific vehicle. Now immediately hop onto Facebook. Groups or specialized forums where independent, small-scale truck drivers look for work. Find a driver who already owns an enclosed trailer and is heading along that exact same highway route anyway. Subcontract the entire job to him on the spot for a flat fee of $15. He will take it because filling an empty spot on his trailer is pure profit for his fuel costs. You don't own a heavy commercial truck. You don't pay for premium insurance and you never even touch the steering wheel. You just buy someone else's paranoia Pay a working class driver to do the heavy lifting and pocket a cool $2,000 for making 2 phone calls. Have you ever checked a freight board to see how much wealthy clients pay for emergency vehicle transport? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Unethical but legal ways to make money? Part 47. Go to the IRS website right now and look up the Augusta rule. It is a legal provision buried inside the tax code that allows any homeowner to rent out their primary residence for up to 14 days per year and collect that income completely tax-free. The IRS does not even require you to report it. Here's where it gets ruthless. You own an LLC. Your business needs to hold meetings and strategy sessions. Instead of renting a hotel, your business rents your own home for those events. Your company writes the rental payment off as a legitimate business expense. You collect the money personally, completely tax-free. The same dollar left your business as a deductible expense and arrived in your personal account without the IRS touching a single cent of it. If your home rents for $5,000 a day and you hold 14 meetings a year, you just moved $70,000 from your business into your personal pocket without paying a dollar in income tax. This is not a loophole. This is written explicitly into federal tax law, and wealthy business owners have been using it for decades. You are not evading taxes. You are just reading legislation more carefully than your accountant ever bothered to follow. Did you know federal law lets you rent your own home to your own business completely tax-free? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Every pharmacy in America has 2 prices for the same medication. One for people who ask, one for people who don't. Your doctor writes a prescription. You walk to the pharmacy, you hand over your insurance card. The pharmacy charges your insurance. Your insurance charges you a copay. Simple, normal, expensive. Here is what nobody tells you. That same medication has a cash price. No insurance involved, no middleman, just the actual cost of the pill. And in most cases, that cash price is dramatically lower than your insurance copay. Here is where it gets interesting. Good RX, Mark Cuban's Cost Plus Drugs, RX a saver. Free apps, free websites. You type in your medication name, your zip code. They show you the exact cash price at every pharmacy within 5 miles. Sometimes the cash price is $4, so your insurance copay was $45. The pharmacy never volunteers this information, ever. Here's the part that changes everything. You do not even need to switch pharmacies. You walk up to the same counter, same pharmacist. You show them the Good RX coupon on your phone. They process it instead of your insurance. Some families are saving $200 to $400 every single month on medications they have been overpaying for years. Have you ever checked the cash price of your prescription? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Right now, someone in your city is paying full price for a hotel room. The person in the next room paid half. Same hotel, same floor, same view. Hotels do not have fixed prices, never have. Room rates change by the hour based on occupancy algorithms. A room sitting empty at 4 p.m. costs the hotel money. By 6 p.m., that same room drops in price dramatically. Here's what nobody tells you. Hotels have a last-minute inventory problem every single day. Unsold rooms generate zero revenue. So revenue managers slash prices quietly in the final hours before midnight. You never call the front desk. You never use booking sites. You download Hotel Tonight or a last-minute booking app. You search same day. You find 4-star hotels offering rooms at 2-star prices because checkout was 6 hours ago and that room has been sitting empty ever since. Here is where it gets interesting. Some business travelers book the same hotel twice. Once in advance at full price as backup. Once same day at half price when the deal drops. They cancel the expensive one. Hotel policy allows it. They just never told you. You have been booking weeks in advance and paying the loyalty tax the entire time. Have you ever booked a hotel same day? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker. Your bank has been charging you fees you never agreed to, and they are counting on you never noticing. Every single bank in America charges maintenance fees, overdraft fees, ATM fees, and minimum balance fees. Most people see them on their statement and assume they are normal. They are not. They are negotiable, every single one. Here is what your bank does not want you to know. Banks have retention departments, real people, sitting at desks, whose entire job is to stop you from leaving. They have the power to waive fees, reverse charges, upgrade your account, and give you better rates. All of it, right now, with one phone call. Here's where it gets interesting. You call your bank. You do not complain. You do not threaten. You simply say you are considering switching to another bank and wanted to discuss your options first. Watch what happens next. That one sentence triggers the retention process. Suddenly fees disappear, account upgrades appear, better interest rates become available. Things that were never offered to you before become available in minutes. Banks spend $300 to acquire one new customer. They will waive $50 in fees all day long to keep you. You have been a loyal customer paying fees that should have been waived the entire time. Have you ever called your bank and asked them to waive a fee? Drop yes or no right now. Follow System Cracker.